Hello guys, today I'll be showing you how to make a vector cover for Wattpad.com books. So I'll show you what a vector cover is first. So basically a vector cover is just a cover that's really simple and minimalistic. If you look at this cover, you'll be able to understand it. It's just a basic paint type of cover that's really simple and has solid colors and doesn't have much variation in the shades. If you look at this as well, so I guess you would have understood what a vector cover is by looking at this. Like all these examples are vector covers, and I'm pretty sure if you're from Wattpad.com you'll be pretty familiar with vector covers. So I'll be teaching you the basic technique to do a vector cover on PIXLR. One more thing is that vector covers are really easy and they have a one-click option in Photoshop, but those who don't have the ability or the access to Photoshop can always go to PIXLR and try their hand at these vector covers using PIXLR alone. So I'm going to show you the basics of that. Do the usual. I've gone to PIXLR editor and just create a new image, which is 512 into 800 size dimensions, and click OK. I just open a new canvas, something like that, and then I go to layer, open image, and I request it's a good suggestion on my behalf. It's like those who are learning to do vector covers on PIXLR, I always suggest them to go for PNGs because it's really simpler to learn with that rather than diving right into images that have backgrounds. So I go for this, just free transform it. I'm going to use this image, which is a PNG, and so I'm going to free transform it according to my need. Just click yes. So what you need to do is this, and you can see the layers toolbar here, and this is how it should be. So after doing this, now you can see a small icon like this, which is like a paper and a folded corner, and if you click on it, it's going to show you the new layer subtitle. Just click on it and you're going to get a new layer form like this. So what you're going to do is rename the layer after double clicking on the layer 2 and to skin. I'm sorry, yeah, so that's how you do it. Now make sure you have clicked on that layer that you're working on currently, which is empty, so you can see through it. So, and just go for the brush tool. First zoom it in. As you can see, I'm gonna for vector covers on PIXLR, you have only one option to do it. It's like you just color off the color, the picture. Like you just color it with the brush tool with a solid color which you can choose. So just zoom it in. I'm going to show you that. So just zoom it in, go to this, make sure you've selected the brush tool and select this size of the brush to be really small so that you can concentrate more on the smaller areas which you're bound to find. So I randomly pick a color from a face, which is what I'm going to use for the entire picture. Like just now, as you can see, just paint off a face entirely like this. Start painting it, and you don't need to worry about the color because you just need one basic color to start with, and as long as it's close enough, it's fine. I know there are a lot of shades of skin tone on our face itself, but it depends on you to choose which one you want. So as you can see now, I've completely covered her face. So similarly, do it with her neck and zoom out. And you can do it her entire way wherever a skin is showing. You have to do that. Now I've done that already here. If you look at this, yeah, I've shown you. So this is how you get a picture if you completely color off all the skin that is left. Now what you need to do again is click a new layer and then you can rename it, the layer, to be her shirt, for example. So that, and make sure you've clicked that layer, go to brush again, and the color tool, the color picker, to be more precise, and just click a random spot on her shirt and you're good to go. Start brushing again, small size, and fill her shirt up with the color. Make sure you completely fill all the spots. There's no spot left, like that. You can even zoom in and choose a much smaller sized brush like this. Zoom it in and then color up for the border if you're too worried about going out. Next, you can use even the eraser tool and erase off the edges that have run over, the places where you don't want the color to be. Simple bolts, something like that, and the color like that. Just zoom out. So the another suggestion is that it's always better to start with the skin, because that's most of the part that is showing, or whatever part that is showing locked in the picture. If you take this PNG, a lot of skin is exposed, so I went for the skin first. I covered skin completely first, so that's why I started with the skin. Then you can choose which way you want to work with, which layer or which color you want to work with. So if you put it on top and just erase the parts which I don't want to be there, that, and here. Just zoom it in and make sure that everything's alright there. And then, what did I do? No. Undo and erase. So a little bit of skin we have. And go for the sharp option. This is where the eraser tool comes in. Just make sure it's done like that. So I've completed the shirt right now. Next thing I'm going to work upon, again, new layer. Next thing I'm going to go work upon is the hair part. Why I asked you to do it first with PNG is that especially it plays a big role in the hair part of it. Like you can just I'll show you how to do. Make sure you've selected the layer one, or the layer which you have the PNG rounded, and you can just click around her hair like this, like that. Yeah, you just after you've done that, you can just copy it and paste it there. So you have got something like this, and what you need to do is go to adjustment, go to color lookup, select the entire thing to be one color, and you can go to the color option there and go for the color pick again and choose one shade that you think your hair is of. It isn't that one, maybe this. No. So this will do, I guess. Yeah, that will do. So I've chosen a color that I think will do. Next, you just move it around and place it on the place where you think her head is. I will also suggest another thing. to make it more realistic. If you see it right now, it looks kind of really bland and ugly, right? So just place it on top. Like this, and not this. Cancel. Go for the opacity tool, which is there, and you can lessen the opacity like this to give it more life. Yeah, like that. So you see that you've got it. One more thing you'll be able to understand is that from here, if you look at it, you've left a lot of spaces on her shirt, on her skin, like uncolored. So you can always check that later. So I'm gonna work on that and then get back again. Okay, now I've completed all the pieces that were missing, all the points you'd have been able to see before. Now I'm gonna go and color the skirt. So I've opened a new layer already, and I'm gonna rename it as skirt. Be sure you have selected that layer, and you can zoom in as usual. You can go for work. Select the common color that you think you can see, and just use a brush that's solid and paint the entire area of the skirt. Now don't be scared about the shadings there. Don't think it's too plain. You can always come back and work on more details by adding another shade of color to the base color to get more, a look. So go on painting like this. Alright, now I've completely covered the skirt area as much as I could. Another clue is that it is because of this reason why I've been telling you to complete the major color area you can see in the picture. In my case, it's the skin, and that's why I've done it. It's because if you arrange the layer accordingly so that the skin is on the top, you're gonna get a good color, a good bordered image. So that's why I always go with that. Now the skirt finished, I'm gonna go open another layer, follow suit, and finish up the boot area and her socks separately. Like that. Open new layer, push the layer up, and up. Like that. And now you can zoom in like as usual. Go down. And I'm gonna finish the socks layer first. Zoom in as much as you can. And like that, and select the color. Make the brush size a little smaller. And fill up socks. This. I'm gonna go for a smaller brush size. That's small and easy to handle for corners like this. That and this. So I've completed that sock. Let me do the same for this. Make sure you do all the pixels. I've completed the socks, I guess. I think, yeah, that to do. Eraser. Okay. So that's there. I've completed the socks layer. Really good. Now you can again rename it, which is gonna help you later with that. And open a new layer, name it as shoes, and start working on that as well. Zoom in. Wait, I'll just correct it later. Zoom in. Go to should be familiar right now. Like that. And here, go for the small brush size. Again, zoom in and finish all the rest. I need to. That's good. Finish up this part as well. Finish up the tiniest brush like this, and like this. So I think we have done it. We've completed the shoes as well. So you can see that we have pretty much achieved the image we wanted. It's in the vector form, and it should be like this. Perfect. So now coming to the we've completed everything. So now coming to the toughest part of it, we just need to do one thing, which is correction of the parts we don't like. I've selected this layer and I'm gonna grab this part off. That, and maybe straighten it out tiny bit using this tool. I'll just zoom in. Change the color, so choose the color and get it going like that. that's it. I've done it. Now what we need to work on is the details which you want to give. For example, if I'm going to start with the skirt part of the picture. Go to the skirt and keep this layer up for a while, or just leave it there, right? And make the opacity dull a bit, like that. Zoom in. Make sure you've still selected the skirt layer so you work on it correctly, like that. And you can go for the brush and select a deeper color like that, and zoom in a bit more so that you know, and start coloring the areas you want to have the color like that, and erase a bit you don't want to have. I'm gonna go for a bigger brush, this one, but it won't fit in right. So I'm just dragging the color like that. And even here, just go for a smaller size, zoom in to the max, and add to your top. It's gonna get pretty messy, I know that, because I can see what I'm actually drawing, but it's fine. You can always correct it. That and that and this. So you can correct it like this. And this part. I would like to add a little bit of shadows everywhere. Like that. Just darken it. Around the finger regions. As much as you can. And even this and that. Okay, so I've done enough, I guess. And here, and this part, the belt, which we kind of forgot. Yeah, so that's it done. Now you can bring the opacity to normal, and you'll be seeing something like this. So I told you it's not gonna be really perfect, but it's fine. I'm gonna work on that and put it like this. And make it smooth. I'm not sure about this, but I guess it will do. The quality is really bad. Okay. Just zoom in again. Work out properly. This one. And then here. The quality is really okay, I'm thinking of coloring it off with the same brush size. Similar to this. Like that. You want to make it more good, you can just shade it off. Take a look again. So this is how it is. I'm just gonna make it more dark or more light. This part. I'm gonna do this. Just a bit lighter shade. Just work better. I'm really sorry about the low eyes in this video because I have cold and I really can't scream it out much, so you have to bear with me in my squeaky little voice. So this is how you do it. You can always add a small something like that in between. So it's not gonna be really odd or anything like that. It's just gonna be really normal. I've done that. And go for this color again and swipe it out. This. Let's see how it looks. It's not that bad, I guess. And we can work with this. Let the opacity be a little lesser. Set the opacity now. Let's work with that. And even lesser opacity so that it gets mixed with the original color and it's not starky. thought I do. Wait, no. Again, go for lesser opacity. Do it here as well. Opacity this time about 40, and we go and color this. Okay, I guess that will do. If you will notice the patchiness there. So I'm gonna go for a lesser tone like that. Just swipe off the patchiness as best as I can. Okay, I guess that will do. So I think we have completed the skirt. Let me take a look. We need to add more dark near her hands, so we'll do that now. That color. Let me zoom in and go for this color, which is a bit dark, and the natural one. And I don't need fascinating. Now, the next thing we need to take care of is I think we go for the shirt. So let me, okay, that's the problem. Okay, let's show this layer. Now I can see it. Perfect. So just zoom it in and work your shadows with the shirt. Down, just a small swipe here. Okay, the last one, I don't want it. So let's see how it has come up. It's fair enough. Good. About 4 minutes, I give this some double tip and line to it. So that's done. Now, if you notice properly, there's a seam running here and here. So we'll be working on that now. Go for a small tip. Okay, so I guess that'll do. And there's also a white layer on top, which is accentuating the curves. Oh my god. Anyways, so let's get to that part as well. I'm gonna go choose a bigger brush which has more dissipated ends and opacity will really less or something. So it's just like a streak and streak. Good. Let's see. I think it's doing well. We are not seeing anything, so let's set the opacity to something. Okay, so now that's done. The next thing left to us is the face part. For that, the skin and skin, only that. Perfect. So just lighten it up, and where's this layer? Not. So I've lightened it up enough. Lighten it up and first start working on it from her face. So just need to blend in the shadows formed on her face by her hair here, the corners. So just need to do that and just zoom in, and I'm gonna go click that gonna go for a small brush with a little less opacity like that, and gonna brush it off. And even from here. So like that, let's see how well. That not much. So I've done that. Okay, now the next part is to do her neck. So if you see, her neck is kind of really a different shade here. So I'm gonna do that shade. Now, you gotta be more zoomed in, because we're not working on a different layer here. So okay, I've done that. Let's see how this side comes out. It's kind of really patchy, right? We can always change that by going under it a lot of times. Let's stop. Yeah, so that's, we got it. Lessen it. If you notice, the face tone and the neck tone itself is very different. So I suggest that we go for color that's there, like that, and let the opacity be really smooth. Sorry, so let the opacity be like really cut off and color her neck like that and that. Darken the spots which I need to be dark, and even here, let's see, I think it's fine. That's gonna be perfect once we set in this layer. Okay, now I need to work on it more and make it better. This layer, I'm gonna go for the brush tool again, select this layer. Which one am I selected? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna make changes to this layer, then go for a bigger brush like this. Make the change. There you go. So that's, and this one. Like that. And this color again. The opacity 200. Okay. So that will do, I guess. If you want, you can always accentuate the color more. Reduce the opacity after taking off this layer, and you can click this color and set the opacity to somewhere 50% and work on it. Let's see, now I can work on that. I'm gonna off and see that it's overlapping with this line. So I'm just gonna go to this layer. No, I'm gonna go this layer and erase this part off. Like that. And bring this down a bit so that I get to use the original color. Wait, and go to the brush and use the original color, just merge it out. Shade, and even less opacity. And just off the face. Good. You can add more color to this. Okay, let's see how it just turned out. Fine, it's actually looking like a portrait. That's fine. It's looking like it's painted. No, that's good, isn't it? So next we again bring down the opacity, bring this layer up, and you can work with the skin. Like here, this layer there, and this here, design it too, and go for better stuff, and here as well. So just accentuate it with a little bit of color, and let's see how it looks. can always lessen the opacity more and mix up the color properly. To give a smooth effect to it rather than leaving it really blunt. But I don't want the last brush. Okay, so just it looks fine to me. Okay, I like it actually. I really like it a lot. Okay, bring down the opacity. Like that, and zoom in so that we can work with the fingers this time. Zoom in that amount of it, and I can work with the fingers there with a small brush. That's about this size. Okay, let's see how it looks fine. You can just accentuate more. So yeah, that's with the fingers. Be good there. Okay, next this part. Zoom more and focus on the fingers over here. Color it like this. And this and this. Let's see how it looks. It doesn't have any particular distinction, but clearly make it work out. Going for darker shades like that. Okay. I think that should do. Even in this hand, we can work with the darker shade to give it more light and more depth. Like that. Let's see how it comes out. Okay, just undo it a bit. And I can smudge it off with small opacity. Size is fine. Okay. Okay, done. So the next thing we'll be working on is the legs. And do the same with the legs. You can choose the color you want from this, and okay, so just start coloring her legs like that. Go for a smaller size knife and fix this part. Okay, for smudging business here as well. Okay, go for rhinestone here and just smudge off with that. And then you can overlay the color of the leg normally with lesser opacity. Okay, so something like that. So you can use a smudge tool as well, which is something like this. Brush side something and strength a little bit more. Now you can go for the larger size and use a brush option. Color it on the areas you want to be smudged. Go to the smudge tool, this one, and just smudge it out. And smudge it out again. Use a color picker. Okay, so that's gonna look good if you smooth that and see. Okay, so I need to color it this side as well. So I'm just gonna go to smudge, bring this down, make it like this and this. The last part, and this as well. Small smudging. What did I do? On the end, you can add the color again, so you repeat this process again and again. And I'm pretty satisfied with that leg. It looks really realistic and nice. So I'm gonna go for the shoes next, which is right here and let the opacity be really small. So as you can see that you have added really good white highlights and dark ones as well. So I'm gonna go and add the dark colors on the shoes like that. Zoom in and work for better results. So here, 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 and here. So just opacity. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the swatch tool again. Even here. For this one, opacity a bit larger, and this like that, and slide off. Cut it off, zoom in and go for the eraser tool, something of smaller size, just erase this one and go for and color it up like this, and even here go for the eraser. Now the brush, okay, color it similar to this. I think that to do. Now we have the white background to add to the shoes. Okay, so I'm gonna go for this white color, which is gonna be really light. And add it here. This up, add it here, yeah, and zoom out. I don't think you'll see much, but that enough. You can even go for a bigger size brush and add the white part. Once again, and smudge it up. size will do. Even here, smudge it up. Okay, so I've done it. And the last thing that's remaining is our hair, which again we can work on. Select that layer and bring down the opacity, zoom in, go for a hair and select the darkest shade of the hair in her hair and just so and this and that. And here. If you zoom out, it's not gonna look really bad as that. So, but it's gonna look good. Instead, if you want, you can also smudge the layer a bit like this to give it more of a shadowy effect. Like that. So there we got it. I've got a pretty good thing done, and I'm saying it's really good, pretty decent. If you look at it, and I'm gonna just sink in all the layers. Wait, and just merge down layer, merge down, merge down, merge down, merge down. What is this layer? So this is the layer we're working, and we got pretty decent good picture here. So so that's it. You've created a vector. Now if you can just take this image, save it, just save this image as a vector and as a PNG, and save it on your computer. And save it on my desktop. I've saved it. So you can do whatever you want with this image. You can load it onto a vector background and use it in your cover or whatever you want to use it. And this is a basic of a vector cover. Like you can take a PNG and create a vector out of it. And so that's it. That's how you make a vector cover on PIXLR.com, and I hope you liked the tutorial. If you really liked it, please hit like and subscribe for more PIXLR tutorials which is suitable for making covers on Wattpad.com. And if you have any doubts or want to request a tutorial, don't be shy, just comment and I'll post a new tutorial on that. Bye.